Hello again! In the second part of our From Ground to Sky series, we'll guide you on what it takes to get through the course. If you haven't enrolled yet, please check out our previous video here. First off, cadets at MFA are expected to be highly disciplined at all times. Most importantly, you must behave professionally from the first day you come on board as you begin your journey to be an airline pilot. The course is an integrated one, as laid down by the DCA, consisting of a minimum of 200 flying hours and 920 ground school hours. In that minimum 200 flying hours, it is compulsory to complete 20 hours on single-engine simulator, 143 hours of flying on a single-engine aircraft, 27 hours of flying on twin-engine aircraft, 10 hours on twin-engine simulator. To which you must also achieve 100 hours as a pilot in command, 35 hours of solo navigation, 25 hours of dual instrument flying, 10 hours of night flying, of which half would be as pilot in command, cross-country flight of 300 nautical miles with 2 landings at airports other than the point of departure in order to qualify for a CPL/IR license. On top of the current requirement of 920 ground school hours, MFA has taken the initiative to introduce 20 additional hours focused at improving a cadet's situational awareness to be better prepared for real-life situations while flying. That's the outline of the course you're expected to complete. So now let's go through how exactly this course is laid out chronologically. Once you enroll and begin your training, you will spend the first 3 months in ground school, of which the first 3 weeks will be devoted to the private pilot's license, ground school, and examinations. The remainder of the 3 months will be spent on the ATPL ground school phase 1A and 1B. 1A examinations are in Air Law 1, Air Law 2, Human Performance. 1B examinations are Principles of Flight, Airframes and Systems, VFR Communications, and IFR Communications. And then the next 3 months are all flying. No, not literally. Now, if you find yourself delayed during this flying phase, sometimes due to poor weather conditions, don't be alarmed. This part of the course can be easily caught up later. After that's done, you will return to 3 months of ground school for your Phase 2 ATPL course. At the end of this, you will sit for the following exams: meteorology, instruments, flight planning, general navigation, and radio navigation. Then it's back to flying again for another month. After which, you will spend 2 months of half-days in ground school and half-days flying. You will then sit for the Phase 3 exams, which are Performance, Mass and Balance, and Operational Procedures. Once this is completed, you will then be required to finish off your remaining flying hours. Take note that you will not be allowed to commence your twin-engine flying until all ground school exams are completed and passed. At MFA, we keep very strict standards when it comes to examinations. You must complete all ground school exams in 18 months after your first exam sitting, with only 1 attempt at each exam and a maximum of 3 resets. Failing either, your training will be terminated, as we do not accept cadets for a second attempt. Not all cadets can obtain all the minimum requirements in 200 hours of flying. Don't worry though. If this happens, you can resolve this by completing some additional flying hours. It will cost a little extra, but you will not have to start all over again. After your twin engine hours are done, you will finally be able to apply for your CPL/IR with frozen ATPL license. Remember, at some point before the end of your course, you will be required to pass a practical aviation English test, which is compulsory to have your license issued. Congratulations! You are now a pilot licensed to fly. What comes next? Check out our following video about getting a job with a commercial airline.